And from tonight's total lunar eclipse to some significant mountain snow over the weekend, there is a lot going on in my First Alert forecast. Thanks for joining us. The news at 10 starts now.
Well, last month they were told they were fired because of President Trump's federal cuts. Then last week they were told they would be rehired because of an order by a federal labor board. Yet dozens of Forest Service workers in Idaho still aren't sure about their employment status with the U.S. Department of Ag. Abby Wilt, you spoke with a Forest Service worker today, so what are they hearing?
Brian, the answer is they really aren't hearing anything. The USDA had 5 days to comply with the labor board's stay, but agencies across the Gem State still haven't gotten the green light to bring back their laid-off federal employees.
There's more confusion and more questions than there could possibly be answers.
Gavin Harmon is stuck in a state of limbo.
Nobody knows what's happening.
Not knowing whether he's getting paid or not from his U.S. Forest Service job.
I might be employed with the Forest Service on a timber marking crew.
He's worked for the Forest Service since March of 2024, almost hitting the amount of time needed to become a permanent employee.
I was about 2 weeks away from leaving my probationary period.
Almost exactly a month later, the U.S. Merit Systems Protection Board issued a stay, reinstating fired Forest Service workers for a 45-day period. Harmon thought there was some hope.
All the information I had was that USDA letter, those few paragraphs stating that we would probably be reinstated.
But now, more than a week later, Harmon still doesn't know if he's reinstated.
I believe I am back on pay status, but of course none of this can be confirmed. And it sounds like no one, at least at the district level or the regional level, has further information on that.
The unemployment office also hasn't been able to confirm Harmon's unemployment benefits, leaving him with no income.
It sounds like the Forest Service HR has been too overwhelmed, or there's some sort of conflict of communication.
All of this has happened while Harmon's trying to care for a newborn baby with his wife.
Paid paternity leave that I was planning on starting to draw from this week is really, really important to my family and our future plans. It has a major impact on us.
Harmon says he's been applying for jobs, but what he really wants is to return to his passion, working outside on Forest Service land.
I would like nothing more than to just return to my job.
He still hopes that return is coming, at least for 45 days while the firings are investigated.
The simple stress of not knowing if I'm even getting paid right now on a potential admin leave status. It's a really ineffectual way to run the department. My dream is to return to my job.
And I've also been speaking with the union representative here in Boise. He also hasn't heard anything, so it really is a waiting game. And Brian, Harmon says he is really just waiting until the next pay period to simply know if he is going to be getting paid from the Forest Service, so we'll, of course, continue to follow it.
And these reinstatements are happening all over the country, right?
They're happening all over the country, and we have heard of states that are having their employees be reinstated, just not yet here in Idaho.
And there was a ruling tonight by a judge, I believe out of California, that is ordering all of these reinstatements by the thousands because of this, that they kind of went through it improperly. So again, we'll see how this continues, but nobody's quite sure how long it's going to take. All right, thanks, Abby.